question from Alan. How will you go about fundraising without becoming beholden to the PACs and corporations? How do you not do what Calvert's doing?
So number one, you refuse to take corporate PACs and you honor that pledge, right? And you stick with it. And you ask people to hold you accountable for it too. And you ask your constituents to hold you accountable. And if I go back on that pledge later, I hope that I get taken out in an election, right? And you have to be somebody whose character, I think when you come into it, you run because you are running for the right reasons. You are running because you see the country as under threat from systemic division. You're running because you see the corrupting influence of money in politics. And you're running because you want to literally make it illegal to take corporate contributions. And then you enact it so there's no longer an option. And the question is, how do we mobilize people to make it happen? Because I know it's possible. Even polling among 90% of Republicans want the same thing that we all want on this, right? 90% of moderates, of independents, excuse me. I mean, we all want this to happen. And so I think the question is, are you willing to stick to your values no matter what? And are you going to put your money where your mouth is when you get in by promoting that legislation that you're talking about when you're campaigning? And so some of the first pieces of legislation that I hope to sign on to are things like what Katie Porter has introduced, right? Some of her legislation around banning corporate campaign contributions, some of her legislation around banning stock trades and making it illegal and leveling that playing field, because the country really should be governed by human beings, not companies with massive profit interests that are never going to align with our own.
If I might add to your question to big endorsements that came in the past few days. We're both for End Citizens United has endorsed well, and so has Katie Porter's PAC, officially endorsed well.